Point of View. We are live on City TV this and every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. Here at the Point of View, we bring the right guests, we ask them relevant questions on issues that matter to you, and we come up with some real insights. And tonight we have a very, very big show for you. It's a story that's been running since 2015. It's come to a very interesting head, and we'll be retelling it in a way that's not been told yet, to give you an angle that's not been focused on very well. I will be chronicling events in the Menzgold saga, looking at some of the victims of what is turning out to be a very controversial financial situation. I'll be right back to tell you who my guests are and how I intend to approach this. Don't go away. So we'll first take you through a chronicle of events that has happened in the past couple of months on the Menzgold saga first, and then we'll give you a couple of quick reports on this, and then you'll meet my guests. I have some of the aggrieved customers of Menzgold who addressed the press conference. They are very concerned about what appears to be shifting of goalposts in terms of promises to make good their investments. But I want us to first go through a quick list of significant news stories that have come up on the Menzgold issue. So if you followed citynewsroom.com, you would notice that from sometime last year, we've been covering this story quite frequently. And in the past 3 months, it's been very, very regular. So for example, in August 2018, we put up a couple of stories around Menzgold. And almost every week, there's been a story. So if you look on your screen, 7th August, Menzgold not licensed for deposits, sanctions on the way. This is BOG. The same day, the Menzgold boss tweeted that the Bank of Ghana is a joke. Same day, Bank of Ghana's warning to Menzgold unfortunate from the same company. So while the CEO was tweeting something, the company sent a different response. And then the next day, Yoko invites Menzgold boss for questioning. And then a week after that, 13th August, Menzgold not licensed to sell gold in Ghana. The Minerals Commission jumps in on the same day. Minerals Commission warned Menzgold against local transactions. And then Menzgold boss retracts apologizes for mocking BOG. And then there are a couple of stories about Bright Simon saying that Menzgold, the BOG had overstepped its boundaries in the case against Menzgold, give Ioko unfettered access to Menzgold, according to former CEO of the Bank of Ghana. So it keeps going on. The next group of stories are in September. And these days, it's almost like every 2 days a story on Menzgold. SEC orders Menzgold to suspend illegal trading operations. We are still open for business. SEC's leak letter, distasteful. This is Menzgold. Then Bulldog jumps in. He says, our leaders don't care about the youth. Bulldog backs Menzgold. And then Menzgold suspends temporarily its operations after SEC order. We're getting to mid-September now. Curiously, on 14 September, a youth group demonstrated over SEC action against Menzgold. This group is based in Kaswa. They say the government and the authorities should leave Menzgold alone. They are creating jobs. The group is called COCYOG, Kokyog. And then Menzgold on 15 September hired UK law firm to battle SEC. And then the story kept changing. If you come to October, you will notice that the tone of Menzgold started changing when it appeared that the SEC was serious with its order for Menzgold to suspend its gold vault business. So the company then writes to say that they've suspended their gold vault operations, and they start making comments about payments. Now, a few days ago, their spokesperson resigned, and as you can see on the screen, George Quay left the company. And all these things culminated in customers beginning to feel that things were not really going the way they wanted. So as you see on the screen, there are more stories about where the company is now in terms of whether it's going to pay dividends or not. And the latest is when their new spokesperson came on City Radio to speak about Menzgold, debunking claims that they were a Ponzi scheme. So that's just a quick run through the Menzgold saga. I'm going to show you a couple of quick reports. This report was filed on 13 September. It was filed in response to customers This was 13 September. They said they were confident that Menzgold would deliver. This was after the letter from the SEC ordering Menzgold to stop its gold forward business. Hansen Agyemang brought that report in.
City News' checks at some branches of Menzgold today revealed that customers are least perturbed by the latest development on the suspension of the gold deposit taking business. Not all, the company itself has issued a statement announcing the suspension of its gold vault market product services for about 6 days.
Not in any way. We are never going to withdraw our money from Menzgold.
What they are trying to do is to just frustrate the customers so that we would withdraw our monies. We are not going to satisfy them. If that's what they are trying to do, we, the customers of Menzgold, we are not going to satisfy them with that. We are not going to withdraw our monies. We are just here for our extra value.
Trust me, no matter what they do, we have confidence in Menzgold. Apia will not take our money anywhere. So whatever they are doing, Bank of Ghana, SEC, or whatever, is not going to work. Because anytime we come here, we get our money, yeah? What we believe now is going on is there is a sabotage in the system.
Menzgold has in the past months been involved in a brawl with regulatory bodies like Bank of Ghana and the Securities and Exchange Commission over the legality of some aspect of the company's operations. The Bank of Ghana has in several press statements cautioned the general public against engaging in deposit-taking business with Menzgold. But a strong caution from the Securities and Exchange Commission on Wednesday initially triggered a defiant position by Menzgold. This will later result in a U-turn where the company assures of its readiness to engage regulators. But these customers say the development might affect them if they go unresolved.
One, I'm a student. I have my money in Menzgold. I have been using Menzgold money to pay my fees. Apart from that, I use part of the money for my what? Books and other stuffs. So as at now that you are closing Menzgold, how do you want me to pay my fees?
Yashama Frano, Saba Yankola, no Modachen, so Mababwa, my Ghana. Say, I can cry, I mean, Yajuma crack, Yabatu, my Abbrewanti, 7 inches, Kakramadiam of Frano. Say, Yaba, my Daniel former Adafonum. We got to Yaba on Chow, Dinamidi Chow, someone's good. 1 million, no money, Juma, no one for Kakramanian, if I'm one. The
lawyer for Menzgold, Kwame Kufo, tells of the outfit's readiness to meet with the SEC to get their concerns addressed.
I've written to them this morning asking for a meeting in the coming week so that we can arbitrate this matter amicably. We can have a negotiated settlement of this issue. Otherwise, we'll have to explore all our options because I believe that they're completely wrong. I believe that the position they've taken is not supported by law. This is a situation where people are seeking to stretch existing legislation to find some implied power to punish somebody. You come out there, make a statement, you give a dog a bad name and hang it. When did we start issuing gold-backed depository notes? Which notes have we issued? When you find time, please ask the Securities and Exchange Commission as to which tradable instrument that we put out on the market. Ask them what tradable instrument. Menzgold is not issuing any tradable instrument. So on what basis are you seeking to impugn their good faith in the marketplace? Completely untenable.
Though customers of Menzgold Ghana Limited are having problems withdrawing their due dividends, they are however confident about the operations of Menzgold Ghana Limited. Reporting for City News, Hansen Agyemang.
So that was Hansen Agyemang's report filed on 13 September. Don't forget that the SEC ordered Menzgold to suspend their operations on September 12. The next day, Menzgold suspended its operations temporarily. That was the same day Hansen filed this report. And most of their customers at the time said they had confidence in Menzgold. SEC should not disturb the company's business. In fact, a day after this report was filed, some youth groups demonstrated against the SEC, the group calling itself Kokyog, based in Kaswa. 2 weeks later, Menzgold will hold a press conference at its headquarters to address issues over payment of extra value. This report was filed by Ni Ama Ama.
Speaking at a press conference, the corporate manager of Menzgold, Nana Yao Ofe, stated that customers will receive their payments according to a payment schedule that will be circulated to customers tomorrow.
We are very much alive to the needs of our customers. It is, however, important to note that the recent circumstances has dislodged the shape and the projections of our business. To that end, we have set out a payment schedule starting tomorrow to be circulated to all our customers. Customers are encouraged to only visit their branches on the date for their collections, as the schedule will strictly be adhered to avoid overcrowding at the branches.
Meanwhile, the PR of the company, George Quay, informed customers that the schedule will be sent via text message.
If yours matured, say, on the 1st of August, you come on a particular day. So maybe from 1st to 5th, they have a particular day on which they would come. And that, when I say on which they would go, it means that they go to their various branches. Then if yours matured on the 2nd, you have a particular day on which you attend. And this begins from tomorrow. So customers are encouraged to just stay calm and wait till they get their messages. They would be via SMS and they would get it. And when they get it, they'll know when to go. It begins tomorrow, it runs all the way through next week until everybody is sorted.
Mr. Ofei, however, clarified that customers whose investments matured after September 12 will not receive their funds due to the directive from the SEC.
It is pertinent to note, however, that the period starting Wednesday, 12 September 2018 to date, while the gold vote market has remained forcefully shut by the Securities and Exchange Commission, regrettably shall not attract any form of returns whatsoever, as the business of the gold trade has been and still is dormant. Finally, the dent of the shutdown of the gold trade, the firm cannot process any kind of termination on the gold vote until a healthy restoration is determined by the courts. It is important to note that but for these unwarranted obstructions, Menzgold has had 100% unblemished record with regards to payment of extra values to traders. In our 5 years of operations, there isn't any single case on record suggesting default payment as a variable matter of fact.
Menzgold Ghana Limited was earlier asked to suspend its gold trading operations with the public by the Securities and Exchange Commission. According to the regulator, Menzgold has been dealing in the purchase and deposit of gold collectibles from the public and issuing contracts with guaranteed returns with clients without a valid license from the commission. The company was, however, cleared to continue its other businesses of assaying, purchasing gold from small-scale miners and exports of gold. Although the company was adamant at first, it subsequently complied with the directive. Menzgold Ghana says it is ready to battle out its case in court with the Bank of Ghana and the SEC. It also says it will issue a payment schedule for all of its clients to receive their matured investments starting tomorrow. Reporting for City News, my name is Ni Ama.
So that report was filed on the 27th of September. So that tomorrow would be 28th of September, right through the first week of October. So on 5th October, City News took the mics back to Menzgold customers. It's been a week since payment started. How are they feeling? Well, Hansen Ajima went back to where he went the first month. Let's see what he found.
Despite Menzgold's postponement of the paying of the extra values of their customers today, a number of the customers still visited various branches of the gold dealership company to demand their investments. They were met with empty offices with security presence at the premises. At the headquarters of Menzgold in Jolu, customers who visited the office marched to the headquarters of a subsidiary company of Menzgold, Xylophone Media, after not getting any response on their concerns. These angry customers vowed to explore avenues available to them to get their monies.
He's come out to assure us that our investments are safe. So they should give us back our gold, so that I'll go and sell it. I bought a pound of gold at 2,000. I'll go and sell it at 1,000 or 500 Ghana cedis. It is my money.
The people who are fighting on the legal front, some of us are mobilizing and we are coming out. We want to use your platform to communicate to Menzgold officials the end of that their musical chairs. That musical chairs is over. No, they've played us all around for a very long time.
I'm not joking. I'm a vegetarian.
Similarly, customers of the Kasua branch who were not attended to mobilized themselves to Jolu only to be disappointed with empty offices. They threatened to demonstrate against Menzgold. As the impasse between SEC and Menzgold continues, the loyalty and patience of the customers keep dwindling.
Menzgold, baby, I'm going to be a mumra. No more face come here. Me okuna fu me jemma. Omro. Na mo yes come here.
For some of them, the continuous postponement of the date for the payment of their matured extra value is an indication of deceit by authorities of Menzgold.
We support Menzgold up to date, but they start lying to us. They program a schedule for us from June, August to 13th September, and they haven't go according to their own schedule, a schedule that we didn't force them to do. They did that on their own.
Admitting their disregard of caution statements from the BOG about the engagement with Menzgold, customers demanded intervention from the government.
It's about time the government come out. Yes, when we're entering into contract with the Menzgold, the government was not there. They kept on warning us. But Charlie, Menzgold have run for 6 years. Yeah. Menzgold didn't operate from Mars. They were here. As a citizen, once I saw those huge edifices and their facilities, I thought, certificate. Are you getting me? So you can't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm shutting you down.
If Bank of Ghana has hold on with the money of Menzgold, we want to know the truth. If they are really sabotaging Menzgold, we want to know.
From customers who used to be loyal and supportive of Menzgold throughout this impasse, they are now angry. They are also demanding answers from the Bank of Ghana on whether or not they've frozen the accounts of Menzgold. Reporting for City News, Hansen Ajiman.
So that was Hansen Ajiman a week ago. So today is 10th October. I have in studio 3 of the aggrieved customers to tell their stories. Not just for them, the 3, but for, I'm told, is it 60,000? We'll find out how many customers there are. So I have sat on the extreme right, Kofi Ankoma. We saw you in that video clip.
Yeah.
You look very angry, but you look more relaxed now.
Yeah, very relaxed now.
Good to see you, Kofi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
We have Kenneth Nimo. Kenneth Nimo addressed the press conference today. He is the General Secretary of the workers, of the staff. Is that correct? That's how the journalist described you.
That's the staff. Agreed traders of Menzgold.
So you described as the General Secretary or like the spokesperson?
Probably it came spontaneously because I put together the
statement and you addressed the press and answered the questions. So you are like the spokesperson.
Yeah,
and then we have Ni Aye.
Yeah.
You were also at the press conference.
Exactly.
Great. So watching those 3 stories, quite interesting. Middle of September, when SEC said they should stop their business, a lot of the customers were like, no, SEC should leave Menzgold alone. Everything is okay. Then Menzgold did a press conference 2 weeks later and said, we're going to pay you, send you text messages. And then a week after that, the monies are not coming. Staff, the customers are getting angry. So it's been like an evolution. Is it fair to say that generally, when things started with the SEC, you believed the company, but it looks like as the month has come around, things have changed. Is that fair? It's fair.
Let me take this. We underrated what SEC came in to do.
Okay.
Because subsequently, we had a lot of notices from Bank of Ghana. They come in, one, and they go. They come in, gone and go. So we thought it was one of those things. Yeah, so we just...
So you didn't think that it would lead to any default in payment or anything? You thought it was another of the threats that stop your business type of thing?
Yeah, we've had this for a very long time. 2015, 2016. This is not the first time. You can trace it, but Bank of Ghana will come and go. Some of us were so encouraged to go into Menzgold because of some of these issues. Are you getting me? Bank of Ghana will come in. If the guy is doing something which is illegal, if Menzgold is doing something which is illegal, why don't you shut Menzgold down? So come in and go, we thought there was nothing.
So because there had been announcements but no action.
Very good.
You felt that the company was solid.
Was okay.
Solid. There was no issue.
There was no issue. We least expected what happened on 15th, right?
Yes, 15 September. I think it was 13 September that the SEC asked them to stop.
Yeah, we thought it was one of those things. We thought it was one of those
So
things.
when the company held a press conference a week after that, saying that they were going to pay extra values, but they wouldn't pay before 12. You still didn't have any, you were not concerned. You still felt it was okay.
See, one thing, we've partnered Menzgold for a very long time.
Okay.
And to be frank with you, you will never go to a Menzgold office and they will tell you come tomorrow.
For your money, yes.
For your money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Up until then?
Up until then, their extra value payment was prompt.
For everybody?
For everybody. I'm not sure you get a single person who will tell you that, oh, I went to Menzgold. No, no matter the amount, you will get it.
You will get it, yes.
No matter the amount, Menzgold.
So that's why in the video we saw people saying that the SEC should leave Menzgold
Very
alone.
good. That
They
is
have not had a bad experience yet.
No, they've never had a bad experience before.
So let's backtrack a bit. When did you start investing in Menzgold?
Oh, this would be my maybe 1 year, 6 months.
1 year, 6 months?
Yeah, I did 1 year. You know, they have three months, they have 6 months, they have 9 months, and they have 1 year. I did 1 year. It was good, so I have to.
So you started sometime early 2017?
2017, you are right.
That's when you started?
That's when I started Menzgold. But I've heard of Menzgold for a very long time, but I was a little bit skeptical.
So how did you, what convinced you to do business with Menzgold?
Oh, yeah, I have colleagues who were, you know, doing a lot of projects out of Menzgold extra value. And they've been there for about 3-4 years.
So they advised you, and you could see
they
it
kept
in your
on
life.
advising me, but I was a little bit, you know, skeptical. So it got to some point I realized, no, if there is anything wrong with Menzgold, Menzgold will not be where they are. Don't forget, they have huge buildings all around. Don't forget, they run adverts on major media houses. Are you getting me? So yes, they operate in the public space. Are you getting me? So definitely, I drew the conclusion.
So
that
what work do you do, or what was your background? Are you like a businessman, or were you using Menzgold to sort of raise capital to do something?
Oh yeah. What I intended to do was to use Menzgold as a leverage to raise capital, and until Seth came in, I was, you know.
Are you prepared to share the range of money you invested with us?
Range of money. Okay.
Was it in the hundreds or thousands or millions? It was in the thousands.
Thousands, yeah.
Tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands.
I can't disclose.
You can't disclose that. Okay. So let me come to the spokesperson. First, I want to know your personal story. Then we'll come to the general issues, just to get education on it. So how long have you been doing business with Menzgold?
So I've been with Menzgold for the past 6 months.
Oh, just 6 months?
Yes.
So 2018?
Yeah, just this very year.
Oh, okay.
I joined Menzgold on the advice of, I would say, a very close, trusted friend who actually works with Menzgold.
Oh, okay.
And I, time and again, want to use my personal experience. I try as much as I can to locate it within the experiences of others. Every single individual at one point in time, regardless how skeptical they were, found themselves convinced enough to invest with Menzgold. For this reason, we have every reason to believe there are people across all walks of life who have invested in Menzgold. Doctors, lawyers, we know very well the bankers. There are people who have lost huge sums of money.
We'll come to that. I just wanted to know, why did you go into Menzgold? Was it, I mean, I don't want to understand what the thinking process was. So somebody said if you go, you can get more money, or how did they explain it to you?
So, so like I said, I was introduced to Menzgold. I had money, a specific amount of money that I had planned something for it, but the period of the time for that very specific thing was not due yet. And I felt, hey, why not lodge it with them? And then as and when the period is, when I need to access the capital for that specific project, I can just access it instead of just letting it.
The money just lie follow. So you didn't think a bank would do good, help you? You didn't think you send it to a normal bank? Because it was money you were not going to use at the time. But bank wasn't an option at the time.
That might be something respective. At the point in time, I felt that Menzgold offered a much better
return. And you had friends who had done it and had gotten
exactly. I've had experiences of people.
So you hadn't even harvested your first round because you did it 6 months ago. He had done a year and a half. So you got 1 year. So you have a good experience and put in another 6 months. Okay.
Another 1 year, but was cut off because of
this. So you're okay. So you were doing another 1 year.
Yeah, I do it for 1 year.
Well, how does the interest work? I'm told the interest is 7 to 10% per month.
Yeah, 7%. We have 7%, 10%, and 12%.
Oh, so 7 to 12, and this is per month.
Per month.
So if I put
7, if you do less than 12 pounds, that is 24,000. Less than that, you get 7%. Above 12 pounds, that is 24,000. You make 10%. And I'm sure those who are doing kilos, they get 12%.
And this is the weight in gold.
Yes.
So 12 pounds or less in gold is 24,000 cedis.
No, 7%.
7%, yeah. So you get 7%. The value is 24,000 cedis.
Yeah.
So above 24,000 cedis.
No, from 24,000 above.
Above 12 pounds, that's 24,000. You make 10%.
10%.
Yeah.
And then when you do a kilo or more, you get 12%.
Yeah.
That was even a promotion they were running. So it was consistent.
So that's a promotion.
Yes.
So that actually is one of the issues that I wanted to feed into our conversation earlier on. So I remember not long ago there was a discussion on Newsfire where the panel, including big shots like our own Kweku Bakun and a couple of others, unanimously agreed that both SEC and BOG had, in a way, treated Menzgold with kid gloves. Now, to bring it into perspective, every time that both of these institutions, BOG had gone out to caution the public, Menzgold would rebut that. There would be a rebuttal from Menzgold, and the matter would be let to lie. And not just that, Menzgold had an interesting strategy of reaffirming the confidence of its clients by embarking on sometimes very aggressive marketing strategies. So this kilo thing that he just talked about is one of the strategies that was adopted, which I think came just around the time BOG recently, up in around July thereabouts, issued that instruction where they went out and actually...
I will come back to that. I want to take a short break. I'm speaking to 3 customers of Menzgold who have interesting stories to share about their monies which have been locked up now, it appears, with Menzgold. They held a press conference today. I have Kenneth Nimo, Kofi Ankoma, and Ni Aye. We'll be right back with more. We have some questions, your comments to read as well. Don't go away.
City TV is live. City TV is a free-to-air digital channel. On a digital TV, please press menu on your remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like GoTV and StarTimes box. Tune into City TV and experience your world. City TV, it's your world.
Ever thought about where you'd really want to live or invest? Is it beautiful, modern, and sustainable? Is the architecture advanced with state-of-the-art facilities? What if I told you you could find it only 15 minutes away from Adenta? When your hard work pays off, you need to invest in the right place. High-quality real estate appreciates in value. But the value is not just your home. It is also the area that surrounds it. Good roads with safe speed limits, drainage for even the most punishing floods, and neighborhood planning that ensures your view will never change. You can also invest in the commercial, social, and mixed business spaces, as well as Apollonia Business Park. It's time to make your move to Apollonia City. Call or visit us today. Our payment plans are tailored for you. Visit www.apollonia.com.gh or call 0275 577 577.
Welcome back to The Point of View. Tonight we are trying to understand the concerns of aggrieved customers of gold dealership Menzgold. I have the spokesperson of the concerned customers. He is the person of Kenneth Nimo. He's here with two of his colleagues, Ni Aye and Kofi Ankoma. So Kofi has been a customer of Menzgold for 1.5 years, and Kenneth for 6 months.
Just 6 months.
Ni, how long have you been a customer of Menzgold?
Okay, I started with 6 months, then to 3 months, then another 6 months. Yeah.
So it's the last 6 months that you were caught
exactly
in the trap. So the first 6 months you were okay.
I was okay with Menzgold.
Next 3 months you were fine.
Yes.
When you were doing the last 6 months, did something tell you not to do it?
Last 6 months, that's when I convinced my wife to probably join Menzgold, because he was with financial institution and he knows nitty-gritties about those things. So I had to.
So you convinced your wife?
Exactly.
She also joined?
She also joined.
How much money the two of you put inside?
Oh,
you can't disclose that. Okay, I need to understand something before we proceed. What was your understanding of Menzgold's business? I mean,
okay.
What's your understanding of the business?
Okay, my understanding of the business was like, Bernard, you come to me to tell me, oh, I have a license to buy gold, but you know what? I don't really have much on me to buy the lot that we could make much profit. So you know what? Come to me with money. So you buy a portion of the gold. So come to me with the money to buy the portion of the gold. So when we collect such monies, we could buy huge volumes of gold to sell to make much profit. So mine was specifically on commodity exchange, because Menzgold was buying gold and was selling gold. And actually, that would be true, because when you go to the mining, those galamseyers, when you go to them, their rates of which they sell the gold to, the gold crutches, they call them gold crutches, yes, or gold dealers, it's a bit lesser than how the gold dealers deals with the outside world. So I mean,
so your idea was that you buy gold from Menzgold, and there will be a lot of you.
Yeah.
So when you buy the gold, it will be kept for you somewhere, and because a lot of people have bought the gold, they have the volume to trade it, to make money, to pay you.
Yeah.
Is this your understanding of the business too?
Yes, I don't know much of the activities of Menzgold. All that I know is there is this thing called gold vault. They trade in gold. I'm not a finance person. I'm not in those kind of investment. I know they were trading in gold.
So I'm coming. So when you buy gold from Brew,
yeah,
and then you deposit the gold with Menzgold, and the Menzgold will do business with your gold and pay you an interest on the value of the gold they've traded for you.
Yeah.
But the gold belongs to you.
That's it.
But you buy the gold from Brew.
The contract.
But did you actually buy it physically, or you pay the money to Menzgold and they'll collect the gold from Brew for you?
No. We bought it physically. I bought my gold physically.
Initially, you just give Menzgold the money, and
initially we were buying from Menzgold.
Okay, yes, when I started mine a year and a half ago, I bought mine from Brew Marketing.
A year and a half ago?
Yeah, I bought it from Brew Marketing.
But you initially gave the money to Menzgold.
There.
No,
and then they will buy it from Brew and say, this is your gold in the value of how much you paid.
Exactly.
But
so the first one I bought was from the office.
Okay, yeah,
I bought the gold,
that's true.
Yes.
And I traded there and there. Yes. So it was later on
that they said you should go to Brew
Marketing.
Yes.
That's true.
I'm just trying to understand this.
That should be clearly.
But did you actually physically handle the gold?
Yeah, I handled a metal which comes in the form of gold, because I don't have what it takes to verify if there's a gold. But I was given samples of what they claim.
Did you go and test it, or you can't take it home?
But I know. Let
I want to understand. So you go to Menzgold initially that you want gold, which is maybe 12 pounds.
Yeah.
You give them the value of the 12 pounds. They say we've bought gold for you and we are keeping it in your name.
Yeah.
Later on, they said if you want to buy gold, go to Brew.
Yeah.
So when you go to brew and they give you gold,
yes.
do you go to a third party to test it before you send it to Menzgold, or you just send it to Menzgold directly?
No, I send mine to Menzgold directly.
And they will verify that this is the value of the gold you've bought.
Exactly, because if they don't reject the gold, that means that is a gold that I bought from Brew.
But you are aware that Brew and Menzgold are sister companies?
Yeah, it was later that I got
to know. You didn't know that they were sister. I just want to understand something.
Let me throw more light. Let me finish.
Okay, yes, quickly.
Yeah, with mine, I haven't been to Brew because it has always been, I mean, like a rollover with them. Because yes.
Okay, so they just ask you that your investment is mature. What do you want to do? Do you want to liquidate or you
take part in?
And then you say, I will reinvest.
Exactly.
So you actually, I just want to know if anybody that handled the gold or had the income to test it.
Yes. I have even taken the gold to the house for about 1 week before.
Okay.
Did you go and test it somewhere?
No, listen, that issue, let me answer that issue. I didn't test it. But you know, Menzgold, before the gold vote, there was this product of Menzgold. I don't know, I've forgotten the name. Where you register, then when you have another person, you bring another person on board, you are given £1 of gold. That's the first product I bought, or first investment I started with Menzgold. What happened is that those gold, I used to go to there is this company, as Skanka or so, and I have some guys in Accra who deals in gold. They were buying it. They were buying that particular gold, and it's like they were even putting much pressure. They wanted that particular Menzgold.
So you have no doubt that the thing you had bought was actually real.
Oh yeah, gold. I sold it to these guys who are into gold business.
And they bought it?
They bought it, and always they put pressure on me.
That they want the same
That
thing.
was those days when that particular product was on board.
A year ago?
No. A year or two ago, there was this product.
Before you started doing business with Menzgold? Because I did business with Menzgold a year and a half ago.
Yeah, but before that, you see, before my gold vote, there was this investment. I've forgotten the name of that investment.
But it was still Menzgold?
It was Menzgold, but this time around, you go and register. If you bring somebody on board, you are given a pound of, what is it, a pound of gold. Then you sell it. I get you anytime you introduce another person, anytime.
Yeah.
So that was when I started. And I'm saying, yes, I've sold that gold outside Menzgold too.
Okay. I was asking this to China because I'm sure you know that before somebody can buy gold or sell gold, they need a certain kind of license. You're aware of this, or you didn't know?
No, I'm a layman in the gold business.
So a company, Menzgold is licensed to deal in gold, but they must only deal with licensed gold buyers. So you can't just go and buy. Gold is not like bread. Per the PM and per the rules, somebody you can't just. Menzgold is supposed to buy gold from only and sell gold to only licensed gold dealerships.
Okay.
So I'm not too sure whether you understood all those things.
No.
But I want to come in here. You know what you said might be probably true when it goes into the law, but we being laymen as in customers, I mean, trying to, because we've preconceived our mind that, oh, I'm going to buy gold and make profits out of the gold I'm going to buy. So it wouldn't even occur to you or tickle you, come on, why won't I sell the gold, send the gold home or something? Because as soon as you buy the gold from Brew or whatever it is, you still take the gold back to them. And our mind was on the dividend, the extra value we were taking. So, I mean, asking us whether we checked and stuff like that, I think it would be very difficult.
So none of you was, because I'm told that the company's right to supply gold is limited to supplying local refineries and to specific people who are licensed. So they can't sell. In fact, I'm told that selling gold to the general public who do not have a license to buy gold is inconsistent with the license. You didn't know about this?
We don't know.
You don't know that you need a license to buy gold? None of you knew.
Until recently, the Minerals Commission came in and we followed the discussion. We were all...
You didn't know about this?
We were not aware of all these things.
I see. Did you not think that the 7%, 10% and 12% was too high or too irregular if you compare it to the normal savings and loan companies, what they were offering? Were you not concerned at any point that this is too high?
They weren't trading as a financial institution.
So you thought that it was tied to the
commodity,
gold?
Yes. They buy...
So it wasn't like a normal bank?
Yeah, because people bring out their goods from the port and they choose how much you want to sell it. So probably he buys his commodity and probably he could sell it out, because he can sell it at a rate, although gold has a fixed price on the market. But probably we wouldn't know whatever it does to the gold. And also when you go there, they have this what's the name? They have this. Oh, I mean, to refine the gold. I've forgotten the name. The refinery. Yes, and when you add value to it,
so you genuinely believe that the value, the extra value, was based on some business they were doing with the gold. It wasn't just putting your money in a bank and getting it. So it was genuine.
Yeah, exactly.
Genuine value addition.
Yes.
That's how all of you saw it.
Yes, because they have
otherwise,
I get the assay.
Yeah. That's great.
They have the assay, and we all know when you add value to products, it increases.
Okay. Can you give me an idea of what kind of people are customers of Menzgold? What range? Because you're all young guys. I'm sure in the interviews you saw women. We saw older people. What kind of people were customers?
I told my friend, everybody's money is in Menzgold, one way or the other.
Are you sure?
It might not be you personally.
Can you explain that?
It might not be you, but your uncle in the village, or your aunt, or your cousin, or your best friend.
Did you think some people's banks put money in Menzgold?
Some.
So like maybe I have a savings and loan company I've saved money with. Maybe they put money in Menzgold.
Yeah. We know a lot of microfinances that invested in Menzgold.
Yeah.
You are serious?
Very, very serious.
So they were institutional investors in Menzgold, not just individuals?
Yeah. People, welfare schemes.
Oh, welfare schemes?
Well, I'm telling you. If you get to the ground, you understand the Menzgold issue very well.
So it's not just individuals?
It's not individuals.
And the more you buy, the higher value of gold you buy, the more the interest.
The more interest you get.
It's possible that these institutional investors would have put in more money than you.
Oh, definitely. Yes. We are just small fishes.
Can you estimate how many customers Menzgold has?
I've not done any research. I don't have, but I can say it will be more than 2 million.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Are they?
You don't believe it.
2 million.
You don't believe. You see, I realize. I'm telling you.
Have you seen 1 million people before? Okay, how many offices does Menzgold have?
We can't really ascertain.
I know of the Takwa, I know of the Kaswa, I know of the Tema, I know of the
Takwa, Kaswa, Tema, Jowlu, East Legon, Kaneshi. So that's like 6.
Something. The kind of investment in Menzgold, you don't have any idea about it.
No, I'm just trying to get. So are they in Kumasi?
We have invested in the office, and every day, go to some time, you go to a Menzgold office, and the place is choked. I'm telling you.
Do you think there's space to pass?
You go and join a queue outside. I'm telling you.
How large is the office?
Oh, some of the offices are large.
Bigger than a normal bank branch?
Oh, yes.
How many branches do they have in the country, do you know?
We have no idea.
Because I'm trying to account for your 2 million thing.
No. I can tell you.
Do you believe that there are 2 million customers?
You can't really ascertain.
I cannot state for a fact that number of people may have been with Menzgold. We probably can't talk about maybe the tens of thousands, 60, 70, maybe.
So
like
it's definitely in the tens of thousands.
It's definitely in the tens of thousands. And that's not the only issue. The amount of monies lodged with them is also something that is really substantial. So if you have circumstances where people have multiple accounts with them, an individual could have 2 or 3. I have just an account, but there are people that may have had 2 or 3 accounts, different
products,
different products. So that actually tells you that the amount.
So the scale of this is big. So you guess that people from every region would have put money in Menzgold.
Oh, definitely.
Very much so.
Definitely.
And age-wise, profession-wise, because a lot of people we spoke to look young.
No, you see, I told you earlier on, people are not talking because of stigmatization.
Stigmatization?
Oh, yeah. No, I've done, when this Menzgold issue started, if you go to my Facebook wall, I was more of a PRO to Menzgold.
You are defending them?
Oh, yeah, I defended Menzgold.
Why? Because people were saying on Facebook that you guys are lazy or what?
Yeah, if I
when you're one word greedy, they'll tell you it's only greedy people.
When an MP had come out to say people who did business with Menzgold were what?
Glorified lazy people.
Lazy. Yes, so
you don't expect people to come out.
So you feel there are a lot of possibly respected people in society
very much so.
Who don't want to talk because they are afraid.
You know the number of people
coming forward to
every day. Some outside the shores of Ghana.
Wanting an update.
They want an update. People can't sleep, boss. People can't sleep.
Wow.
People can't sleep. I'm telling you, it's just that people are not confident enough to come out. I don't see why you should recall into your shelf when we're not doing any.
But I'm still interested in the social type. So most of you are young people who do other work. So, for example, your wife works in a financial institution. So most of you are workers.
Yeah.
Some of them said they were students.
Yeah.
Are there like pensioners and that type? Like what are the types? What are
we have security personnel?
We have
security people.
A lot. Soldiers, police, fire service. Yes.
Oh, people in the security agencies.
Agencies, yes.
I thought I meant security men.
No.
Agencies.
Yes, agencies. That's what I mean. That's what I mentioned. Soldiers, police, fire service. What have you?
The nature of returns made it really. The nature of return made it really
very
attractive for people who had monies that they didn't really have immediate use for, and you'd have a lot of such in the brackets of the pensioners and the likes, people who have received monies from their children. We've even had stories of soldiers who had gone on peacekeeping, come back, whatever remuneration that they had received, put it in, hoping that their wives and kids would survive.
So you are saying that these are large amounts. So for some individuals, this could be their whole life investment.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Bernard, I know of a woman who sold her house. That's the husband's house. I understand the husband is on peacekeeping. He sold the house with an intention of maybe 5 months, 6 months, she can buy a better house. And just after 3 months,
and the man is on peacekeeping.
That woman, I'm telling you, where she is now, from the source I got it from, she's in a room, can't even talk. If you hear the stories, it's not easy.
Do you guys have a platform that you communicate?
Oh yeah, now there are a lot of platforms, a lot. Social media, a lot of platforms.
So what are they saying which led you to organize today's press conference? What are the customers telling you, your colleagues? What are they? What do they want to do? What do they want?
Okay. So we congregated today at KKB's to bring the media's attention to our engagement with Menzgold so far. We are simply tired of the shifting of goalposts. We also believe that a lot of the times they have ended up imposing directives or strategies on us with very little consensus from us. And we want to make sure that this time around, we're not going to stand by, we're not going to be spectators, we want to actually be a part of the process. More importantly, we realize that Menzgold is rolling back very quickly on its operations. We have seen, as we speak right now, in the chronology of events that you showed us on the screen, customers now go to the branches, and the branches are locked up, and you don't have access to anyone. And the question we ask ourselves is, what is going to be left of Menzgold in 3 months' time?
So you are afraid, based on what you see, that they don't seem to be in for the long haul. They seem to be winding up.
Yes.
And it's troubling for you, despite the assurances.
Very much so. Their cars have been rebranded. We don't see Menzgold.
Rebranded cars?
Very ubiquitous golden cars. You don't see them around anymore. Even at their, their offices, you don't even see them. Their staff are home.
They don't pick their phones.
Their CROs that have been given us, you cannot reach them. So the question is, we fear that even this very promise that we're going to receive our monies in 90 days is probably just another of the tactics to buy time and eventually abscond with our results.
I'll take another quick break and come back and read some comments. We're going to 1:15 today. My guests are three brave, I want to use that word because apparently there are lots of high-ranking members of society who are customers of Menzgold who don't have the boldness to even speak, because apparently there's stigmatization of Menzgold customers. So we are quite grateful to you. So I'll take another break and come back and try and understand your lines of action, because what are the options open to you? I think of a class action, and I'm receiving quite a number of messages as well. If you are listening or watching from home and you are a customer, you have a story to share, we'll be happy to hear from you as well. This is The Point of View. Don't go away.
Ever thought about where you'd really want to live or invest? Is it beautiful, modern, and sustainable? Is the architecture advanced with state-of-the-art facilities? What if I told you you could find it only 15 minutes away from Adenta? When your hard work pays off, you need to invest in the right place. High-quality real estate appreciates in value. But the value is not just your home. It is also the area that surrounds it. Good roads with safe speed limits, drainage for even the most punishing floods, and neighborhood planning that ensures your view will never change. You can also invest in the commercial, social, and mixed business spaces, as well as Apollonia Business Park. It's time to make your move to Apollonia City. Call or visit us today. Our payment plans are tailored for you. Visit www.apollonia.com.gh or call 0275 577 577.
Every Thursday night on City TV, you're welcome to join women from different backgrounds and opinions as they weigh in on your relationship issues. Watch Sister Sister as the ladies get real with issues about love, marriage, betrayal, sex, dating, trust, finances, and more.
You can tell him, like she said, tell him about it because clearly you have a problem with it. But if he's still, being that way, then you might have to advise yourself because it's a weird thing.
Join Jessica and her sisters for City TV's all-women talk show, Sister Sister, every Thursday at 9 p.m.
Welcome back. This is The Point of View. Today we're running to the 1:15. My guests are Ni Aye, sitting next to me. Kofi Ankoma has been doing business with Menzgold for a year and a half. Kenneth Nimo is the spokesperson of Menzgold. Not workers, customers. Some of my panelists think Menzgold customers are in the millions. They are certainly in the hundreds of thousands. And all of them agree that all strata of society are affected, from unemployed people to people in the security services, to pensioners. They also say they are institutional investors, so it's not just individuals. And if you quantify the amount of money locked up in Menzgold, it's really earth-shaking. Let's read some comments and then come back in. Bernard, I can confidently tell you that your guests know nothing about investment. Simply put, they are Buga investors. Rex Osei, Sapon, East Legon. Good evening, Bernard. Prior to opening accounts with Menzgold, did any of them verify whether Menzgold operation falls within the remit of any law in Ghana? Also, yes, investment is taking risk, but calculated risk. They are lucky today. They should be diligent the next time. Good evening, Bernard. Why did the authorities not stop Menzgold from taking new customers and pay the old customers' investments or their capital? The same thing is happening at Nsawam with GCCH. This is Kwame in Nsawam. Bernardino, can we profile the professional background of the Menzgold management? Okay, if we know, then we will. Hello, Bernard. Menzgold management has communicated to us very poorly. They should be focused on the customer and tell us what they are doing to help calm the nerves. This is Nicholas from Tema. Well, Bernard, we might not know the details of Menzgold business, but I think SEC and Bank of Ghana should help Menzgold to get the necessary documents to go on with their business, because they have really created a lot of jobs. I'm Charles Otu in Dansuman. Bernard, what will government do if Menzgold is unable to pay its customers? Ahmed Salim Bongo from Medina. Bernard, can't the customers ask Menzgold to publish their financial statements for all to see? I believe this will bring finality to this whole saga. If it's a profitable business, we will know. If it's a Ponzi scheme, we will know. Fifi from Adenta. Guys, let me ask you a quick question around. Menzgold was asked to stop the gold vault business middle of September, around 12-13. Then Menzgold announced that they couldn't pay extra value payments for a certain period. And that they sent a statement saying that by asking them to stop the new gold vault business, it meant that the ability to pay some of their existing customers was jeopardized. Does that not sound odd? Because if, for example, you put your money in February or March, by September, your 6 months, you should be able to get your 6 months return. But if the SEC says, don't do any new gold vault business, and Menzgold says, I can't pay you because I'm stopping the gold vault business, it means that what they are paying you depends on what is coming in. Is that not, and is that not where people think this is a Ponzi scheme? Because in a Ponzi scheme, by definition, is a scheme where you keep using people's new deposits to pay old customers. Right. So it keeps going on and it's enjoyable for a while. It gets to a point when new money stops coming in, people who are not lucky enough, their money gets stuck. It seems as if this is what's going on, does it not?
I personally disagree, and I disagree based on this very simple reason. So Menzgold has been instructed to halt its operations, the same operations by which it's able to generate revenues to pay extra values to its clients. So it is logical enough that they can hide behind that excuse and say, because of that, we are not making any money to pay the dividends. Now, what is our locus in all of this? Our point is this: if you cannot continue trading based on the instruction by SEC and BOG, then you should be able to give us the opportunity to terminate our contract with you and get our principals back, right? Which then brings us to your point. Are they not able to fulfill that responsibility, even the principal? Now, we come back to the issue, some of these very issues that I would say we have other institutions, financial institutions that as we speak right now are crying out loud even to BOG, saying that you should be able to calm the nerves of people, because a bank run is not something that is good for any institution, for any financial institution or for any kind of investment organization. If people just came in and said, look, everyone came in and said, give us all our money at the go, there's definitely going to be that challenge. And we appreciate that very fact that it's not possible for Menzgold to outrightly pay us. If they told us they didn't have all the money in their vault, we should believe them.
What about simply paying your principals? So assuming we can't do new gold vault business.
Exactly.
Maybe you give them 10,000 cedis in March. Should they not be able to pay you your 10,000 in September, irrespective of what they can't do after September? So they can't give you your 7% per month or whatever.
That's understandable.
Should they not be able to pay you all because you have deposited the money with them? Unless you're saying that they've locked the money in buying some gold that they can't liquidate. Do you get it? Because your principal should be available for you, should it not?
They said that the point is they are trading with that principal. They are buying the commodity and they are trading with it. Now, we may not be able to delve into the technicalities of all that transaction entails. But the point is, obviously, the money is not sitting idle. If it were sitting idle, it would be almost impossible for them to pay us whatever that they had promised us. Now they've been asked to halt. And we are saying that we want our principal back. And the point that we're making is, we understand the fact that it's difficult, very, very difficult. If everyone just, like what is happening based on the instruction by SEC and BOG, if everyone went to Menzgold and said, we want our money right now, today, it's going to be challenging. Why? Because for all you know, after the time that the instruction came, there was money that had already been lodged in some kind of investment that has not returned yet. So it's logical. They have a point there. Okay. The only our only point and our only request is that regardless of whatever is happening, we want our investment, our principals paid. We are willing to work with them, have a structure that works for both us.
So they announced that they're going to make payments in 90 days. You say you don't believe it because you see them in the process of folding up. So was your press conference targeted at Menzgold or the Bank of Ghana or the SEC or the general public or the government? Who really do you think can solve this problem for you?
Menzgold, SEC, Bank of Ghana, government.
We addressed all
Menzgold, SEC, Bank of Ghana, government. So let's start with Menzgold. What should Menzgold do?
Okay, our difficulty with Menzgold is a flip-flop. They come and say this today, and the next day they say another.
So they should be consistent.
They should be consistent, that's all.
Yes. What have they been telling you? Which is changing?
Okay, for example, after their press conference, they assured customers they are going to pay some limited extra values. What happened was that people went to Menzgold offices and there was no show.
And for how long have they been changing the story?
Oh, ever since from that, they will say one thing and...
So now the latest is that they will pay in 90 days.
They said they are going to pay some money within 4 weeks. We are stating we want 50% of the money within 4 weeks. Then the rest...
You don't want to wait for 90 days.
Don't forget,
3
we
months.
are going to lose, although once you go out there and put your name over there, you are terminating your contract. And you are going to lose 25.
Which you are not buying into it.
So we are not even buying into it. What is Menzgold saying to you? They are saying that if you
want to terminate,
they will punish you in a way.
No, as per our contract.
You don't get any additional value of what you invested.
As for the additional value now, Charlie, we've let it go.
So you just want your raw money. And even that one, don't give it to you or they'll give you part.
No. If once you are going for your money, it means you are terminating your contract. Before they mature
they also refuse to honor their part of the contract by not giving us our extra value.
I want to understand something. 2 things.
Yeah.
Let's assume I give them 10,000 in March. So in September, my 6 months is due. In September, SCC, they should stop business. So they say they can't pay me my 7%.
If you've done your full distance, you are going to. But if you terminate your contract before maturity, you pay 25 per year.
They will penalize you.
Yeah, 25%. Isn't it almost 15%? Okay.
But why are they saying if you terminate? Because right now they can't do new business.
That's very true.
So why are they saying you are terminating? Because the thing is terminated already.
No, now they've asked. They say if you want to terminate,
does anybody have a choice?
Yes. So now what is happening is, now, if you look at the contractual agreements that we signed with them, it talks about either we willfully opt out. That is termination, obviously, or force majeure. Now, in a way, this actually falls under force majeure in the sense that there is an authority above them that is making it difficult for them to fulfill their obligation. Now, if that's the case, there is no way they can tell us that they are going to apply that clause that says we are going to be penalized. Why? Because we didn't come in voluntarily to terminate. You have been asked or instructed by.
So it's not your decision to terminate. It's their inability to do new business. Yet they want to punish you for terminating.
Exactly. Yeah. And what is even sad, what we feel is somewhat reckless in the actions of Menzgold is the fact that if you look at the position of SEC, even the instruction that was given Menzgold still gave them an exit route, asking them to do all that was necessary for them to regularize. So we were all hoping that Menzgold would take that sterling opportunity to regularize so that there would be confidence in the operations. More people would even come on board thinking that, hey, these
so
guys
Menzgold should, number one, be consistent. Number two, they are punishing people for so-called termination is wrong. Number three, they ought to have taken advantage of the window SEC gave them to have done the right thing.
Exactly.
So those are the 3 things.
Exactly.
What do you think SEC and BOG should do?
We believe, we've stated it over here that as much as they came into the picture, we believe that it's not enough that these 2 institutions instruct Menzgold to halt their operations. We believe that if they have any cause to believe that Menzgold is involved in any kind of untoward business, they have the powers to go in there to investigate whatever. They told us they've investigated them. We've not seen any reports to that effect. They should be able to audit their account. They have the powers to do all of this. So why is it that after doing this, creating fear and panic amongst the customers of Menzgold, creating this panic withdrawal and then this whole mess, they have literally gone to sleep. You don't hear from them again. So we believe that's quite problematic. If they have stepped in, they should bring finality.
So if Menzgold doesn't pay you, or if Menzgold say they can't pay you, do you think the government should bear the responsibility of paying you your monies?
Not at all. I don't subscribe to that. Why? Because that's my personal opinion anyway. I don't know about the others. Because at the end of the day, like, these 2 institutions already sent out cautionary notices. So
they warned you. Because I was going to point out to you that from March 2015, BOG has been issuing notices about Men's Bank before they became Men's Bank with a C. April 2016, a notice to warn general public against the deposit taking of Men's Bank. before they changed their name to Menzgold. So there's a documented list of warnings.
So why all those
I
warnings,
want to sum that up with a relation.
With no action?
I want to
Yeah, but there are two things. So they warn you and say, don't forget the Bank of Ghana said Men's Bank was taking deposits, and that to take a deposit, you need a license as a bank or a deposit-taking institution.
So they had.
So they were warning the public not to give.
So they had evidence to that effect.
Yes.
Yes. And they didn't. So they asked. So there are two things. They asked the public not to give them money, but people were still giving them the money.
No. If Menzgold was doing something wrong, why didn't BOG shut them down at that time?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, that there are two things you can do. So you can tell somebody that this person you are giving money to, I have not licensed him to take money.
Was it according to Menzgold, they weren't taking money?
No, Ben, I want to come in with this. Then BOG acted very irresponsibly, because if you have a child who doesn't really know what is going, if probably there's a Copot fire elsewhere, and the child have a child, I mean, I crawling towards the Copot, what will you do? Will you come and say, hey child, don't go there? Because your child then, because we are like children, because we didn't really know the nitty-gritties of SEC, of the basis of SEC, in which is actually.
Let me give you an example. July 26, 2016, Bank of Ghana issues a letter to Menzgold against taking deposits, and they warned the public. The company responded to Bank of Ghana, said they are not engaged in deposit taking. But you are giving them money. Isn't that deposit taking?
We buy gold.
So SEC comes in and says, so don't forget there are three things. Bank of Ghana said they are taking deposits. They say they are not. They are selling gold through Brio. Minerals Commission says you don't have license to do that. Then they are giving you a security-backed derivative. SEC says don't do it, and they also say we are not doing it. So in one space they are saying Bank of Ghana, you are not right. Minerals Commission, you are not correct. SEC, you are not right. So if those three are not regulating you, so my comment is that if three institutions are all warning that you are doing something that's not properly regulated, was that not enough to warn you, the customers, that there's something?
There was a lacuna in the law.
The power is vested in those three entities, because you have the power, you are regulators. So can't you probably come on Menzgold to say, no, we've authorized you to shut down, and you are still working. So where was that? That wasn't done.
No, because we are in a law. So Menzgold can challenge it in court. That's why Menzgold, for example, is going to court.
They shut Menzgold down.
No, they're not shut. No, they've told Menzgold to stop
operations.
No, don't forget that Menzgold does other things. They say they should stop the gold vault market. Menzgold does other businesses. Do they not? So I'm just saying that you are saying that the government or the authorities should have shut down Menzgold instead of just warn people.
No, because you are saying they came out with C, they came out with K.
Yes, they did. They said don't do this.
Thank you very much. And what happened?
Because Menzgold can challenge that. So you see, my point is that you can't simply say I've clamped down on you, because you have to also prove it that what they're doing is illegal.
So now if you use that as a basis, okay, they were.
So they are warning you that we, the regulator, who's supposed to give you confidence.
If a referee keeps on showing yellow card, what do you expect in a match?
No, but you don't understand. So are you saying that despite the warnings of the Bank of Ghana, because they didn't shut them down, they should be blamed for what has happened?
If Bank of Ghana, in its cautionary notices, as far back as 2015, even 2015, had moved in, taking action to ensure that the right thing was done.
Yes.
Can you just imagine the number of people whose money would have been?
Quick question for him: is Menzgold and DKN, which is bigger?
Menzgold.
You think so?
Like 50 times or 100 times. It's 100 times maybe.
DKN is a small show.
Thank you, gentlemen. We sincerely hope you've given me the chance to.
But Ben, it didn't ask us to really come on to BOG and government, because they've also acted very responsibly in.
Okay, in the morning on my radio show, I'll give you the chance. I have to close now. Thank you. I've been speaking to Ni. Thank you for being here. Kenneth is the spokesperson of the Aggrieved.
We didn't
traders of Menzgold.
Customers. Are you still customers or former customers?
Yes, old traders, ex-traders.
Wounded lions.
No, we are not wounded yet.
And
they said they have a brand to protect, so we still trust them.
And Kofi Ankuma also here. Gentlemen, thank you. My name is Bernard Ablet. Thank you very much for watching this program. Stay with City TV. Good night.
The Point of View is sponsored by Apollonia City, Accra's new master planned city.